The once surging MK party, born from a wave of populist energy and fierce loyalty to former President Jacob Zuma, is entering a turbulent phase that even its most committed supporters did not see coming. What was imagined to be a disciplined uprising against the traditional political establishment now appears to be slipping into confusion, contradiction, and quiet internal mutiny. At the center of this developing storm is a sudden shift from Judge John Hlophe, a man Zuma once expected to remain firmly within the inner circle of ideological certainty. Over the past months, MK had projected confidence, boasting of a grassroots movement that would redefine South Africa's political future. Supporters framed the party as a moral correction, a revival of old liberation spirit, and a direct challenge to a government they saw as having strayed from its roots. But insiders say the cracks, long murmured behind closed doors, are now widening beyond repair. The catalyst came in the form of Hlophe's new stance, a political recalibration that has sent shockwaves through MK's national executive structures. Hlophe, once a key legal and intellectual asset to the movement, is reportedly advocating for a more moderate, institutionally aligned approach, a direction that directly clashes with Zuma's preferred narrative of confrontation, resistance, and ideological purity. Sources close to MK's upper ranks describe midnight meetings, hurried emergency calls, and a visibly unsettled Zuma, who had long viewed Hlophe as an unshakable ally. The former president, famous for his ability to stay calm during political storms, now finds himself navigating one created within his own party. Those familiar with the situation say Hlophe's shift has destabilized Zuma's confidence in the cohesion of the movement he helped inspire. For many MK members, Hlophe's new ideological position feels like betrayal. For others, it is a sign of political evolution that could help the party survive beyond personality-driven loyalties. But for Zuma, it represents something deeper, the possibility that MK is losing its center of gravity just as it tries to consolidate its national presence. Moreover, provincial structures in KwaZulu-Natal and Gauteng are reportedly struggling to interpret Hlophe's repositioning. Some branches fear that the internal disagreements will fracture the already fragile alliances holding the movement together. A few insiders have described the mood within MK as freefall, saying the party no longer speaks with the unified voice that once distinguished it from other new political formations. Zuma's uncertainty is not just emotional, it's strategic. The former president has built the MK party around personal loyalty, symbolic struggle, and a sense of shared victimhood. Hlophe's new stance directly disrupts this model. If a figure as central as Hlophe can shift direction, what message does that send to other senior figures who may have quietly harbored doubts of their own? Political analysts say the tension could mark the beginning of a deeper unraveling. Some predict factional splits, others anticipate a dramatic confrontation at the next National Council meeting. What is clear is that MK's internal stability is now under serious strain. As the political dust continues to settle, one undeniable truth remains: the MK party, once rising with unstoppable momentum, is now fighting to maintain coherence and identity. And Jacob Zuma, long accustomed to controlling the political narrative around him, is suddenly facing an unexpected chapter, one defined not by external enemies, but by shifting loyalties within his own ranks. Whether the party can recover depends on what happens next. But for now, MK finds itself suspended in uncertainty, and Zuma's grip on its ideological direction appears more fragile than ever.